Hi, we're Denver Philharmonic Orchestra, and we're applying to Project for Awesome because we bring illustrious musical experiences to our... No, okay, that's not... Scratch that, let's start over. At Denver Philharmonic Orchestra, we perform classical music that soars to the ceilings and beyond the... that doesn't feel right either. As a nonprofit organization, Denver Philharmonic Orchestra's purpose is to... Wrong. Look, classical music has a bit of a problem. A butts in seats problem. People just don't go to orchestra concerts these days. It's usually due to things like high ticket prices or the ever invisible and elitist barrier that says you're not good enough to appreciate this music. DPO is working to change that, to break barriers, to champion the idea that classical music is for everyone. And the thing is, we mean it. Everyone. And we're taking big risks to show it. For starters, our most expensive ticket is $30, but not everyone can afford that. So we provide 100 pay-what-you-can tickets at every concert, which means a ticket can be as low as $1 to the orchestra. But we also know there are people who can't afford $1 for a ticket. So at any point, if someone says they can't afford a ticket, they get a complimentary one. Every time. No questions asked. Oh, and everyone 18 years and younger get admitted for free. But it goes beyond ticket price. We have a program called Take a Stand, which shows our values in action. Our values based in equity, diversity, inclusion, and accessibility. We call it EDIA, but you might have heard it as DEI or the terrifying illegal DEI. You tell me if this sounds terrifying. At every concert, we provide Braille programs regardless if a blind person lets us know in advance that they'll be in attendance. Plus, we have listening devices for those with severe hearing loss. And if someone is completely deaf, we have haptic vests so people can actually feel the music happening on stage. We work with service animals in training at concerts to help get them trained and ready for their future disabled owners. We provide tickets and mentorship to at-risk youth organizations. And here's a fun one. Did you know when you provide the arts to to-be-released and formerly incarcerated individuals, the rate in which they're placed back into the prison system goes from 60% to 3%? That's why we work with organizations providing tickets and music to formerly incarcerated folks. Now, does any of that sound terrifying and illegal? Funny story, the National Endowment for the Arts was going to give us money, but we would have been forced to change our EDIA work as a result. We said, thanks but no thanks, you can keep your money. We want to keep doing the good work for our community. We like to think that we would have made our founder proud. Antonia Bricco, the first woman to conduct the New York Philharmonic, started this orchestra 78 years ago, and she was famous for saying, "Do not be deflected from your course." DPO is one full-time paid employee, some contract labor help, a working board, and 80% volunteer musicians. And with help from Project for Awesome, we can stay the course Antonia Bricco put us on. And we can keep making beautiful music for everyone. Thank you.